A time of kings and kingdoms. In a time long ago there were two great kingdoms, one ruled by the fierce and ancient dinosaurs, the other by the noble and cunning lions. These two mighty forces coexisted in a fragile peace, a peace that now stood on the edge of destruction. The Lion Kingdom, a sprawling regal castle built atop a high cliff, overlooked its lands. Inside, the Lion King stood at the edge of his throne room, staring out toward the horizon. His brow was furrowed in unease. "The Dinosaur Kingdom encroaches on our borders," he muttered gruffly to his advisors. "Their forces grow stronger every day. I will not stand idly by while they take what is ours." Far across the plains, deep in the heart of the Dinosaur Kingdom, the ancient trees swayed with the wind as a massive, muscular dinosaur king stood tall. His deep voice thundered across the jungle as he spoke to his soldiers, his roar resonating through the land. "The lions will not stop us. The kingdom will be ours. Our time has come." And so the stage was set. As tensions escalated between the two kingdoms, both rulers prepared for the inevitable confrontation. Neither kingdom knew the true cost of the battle ahead, a battle that would shatter not only their lands but their very souls. The battlefield lay between them, an open, vast plain where the earth trembled with the power of the armies gathering. On one side, the Lion Army, led by the imposing and courageous Lion General, stood firm. On the other, the Dinosaur Army, commanded by the fearsome T-Rex, growled with anticipation. "Today we fight for the future of our kingdom, for honor, for glory, for our families." The Lion General roared, and with that the Lion Army surged forward, their massive bodies thundering across the plains, claws bared, eyes burning with rage. On the opposite side, the Dinosaur Army charged with equal ferocity. The ground rumbled beneath their colossal feet as creatures like the T-Rex, Triceratops, and Velociraptors stampeded toward the battlefield. The air vibrated with their roars, a symphony of power and destruction. The moment of reckoning had arrived. The clash of worlds. In the midst of the chaos, the Lion General and the T-Rex locked eyes. Time seemed to slow as they collided in a massive explosion of dust and power. With incredible agility, the Lion General leaped, claws outstretched, aiming for the T-Rex's throat. But the T-Rex swung its massive tail, knocking the General aside. Amidst the carnage, the Lion General's second-in-command, a young lioness, watched in horror as her leader was sent crashing to the ground. The T-Rex moved in for the kill, its teeth glistening in the dying light. "No, not him, not today," the lioness screamed, rushing to her leader's aid. In a moment of desperate courage, she charged forward, tackling the T-Rex from the side. Her eyes filled with determination, fear, and sorrow. But the T-Rex, roaring in fury, tossed her aside like a twig. The price of war. The battle continued, its brutality relentless. The dinosaurs tore through the Lion Kingdom's defenses. They breached the walls, surged into the heart of the kingdom, and the once proud city became a war zone. Lion families, mothers and children ran in terror as the mighty dinosaurs rampaged through the streets. The T-Rex stomped through homes, crushing them beneath its massive feet, while the Triceratops knocked over stone towers, sending debris crashing down. Amidst the carnage, something darker emerged. The innocent were caught in the crossfire, and the true cost of war, bloodshed, suffering, and loss, painted the kingdom in shades of grief. But just as all hope seemed lost, something extraordinary happened. The angel's intervention. A mystical figure appeared, a winged angel descending from the heavens, glowing with an ethereal light. She gazed down upon the destruction, her sorrowful eyes reflecting the chaos below. "This is not the way. This is not your fate," she spoke softly, her voice like a song. The angel spread her wings wide, and with a wave of her hand the fighting ceased. The lions and dinosaurs froze in place, staring at her in awe and fear. "Cease. You fight for pride, for land, for power. But it is not worth the price of your souls. The kingdom you fight for is not worth the death of your own kind." Her presence, a beacon of clarity in the storm of madness, brought a moment of stillness to the battlefield, a moment of reflection. The Lion General, battered and bruised, stood in silence, his gaze locked on the Dinosaur King. For a long moment, neither spoke. Then the Lion General's voice, low and filled with doubt, broke the silence. "Is it worth it? This destruction? What have we become?" The Dinosaur King looked away, his face filled with doubt. The angel stepped forward, placing a gentle hand on the Lion General's shoulder. "It is not too late. The kingdoms can be rebuilt, but only if you learn to forgive and to change." A new beginning. The camera pulled back, revealing the full scope of the battlefield, now littered with fallen soldiers. The angel's wings shone brightly against the fading light of the day. The Lion King and Dinosaur King slowly walked toward each other, their armies watching in silent anticipation. "The kingdoms are shattered, but perhaps in the ruins we can rebuild," the Dinosaur King said quietly. "There is more to life than conquest," the Lion King replied softly, nodding. "Perhaps we should learn from this loss." And with that, the two kings shook hands, a gesture of peace. The end of war, the dawn of unity. After the battle, a new era began, not of war, but of understanding. The two kingdoms, once bitter enemies, now stood united. The lesson was clear. Victory is not always found on the battlefield. Sometimes it is found in the heart. As the first light of dawn broke across the horizon, shining on the newly united lands, the camera panned across the peaceful kingdom. Dinosaurs and lions now lived in harmony, side by side. In the end, it was not the fight that defined them, but their willingness to change. The kingdom lived on, not through power, but through the strength of unity. And so the screen faded to black, soft music playing as the story came to a close.